So they come in and check and make sure the door's locked, but nobody looks inside.
The FX Morning Mayhem podcast is an essential listen for currency traders. Each episode covers a curated watch list of key currency pairs alongside insightful market observations. It highlights crucial daily news events that could influence the market, ensuring traders are well informed. Additionally, the podcast offers valuable trading strategy tips catering to both new and experienced traders in the Forex market. This podcast is for educational purposes only. None of this info should be construed as investment advice. To see the trades called out live for free on our Slack channel, click the link in the description or scan the QR code to join the trade faction. If you find this podcast valuable, please follow and share with a friend. And now, on with the show. Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, February 17th, 2025. And you're listening to FX Morning Mayhem. It's time for the daily market briefing. In today's headlines, Asia-Pacific markets started the week with mixed trading following Japan's stronger than expected GDP figures. US President Trump mentioned that a meeting with Putin could happen soon. US Secretary of State Rubio, National Security Advisor Waltz, and Special Envoy Witkoff are scheduled to go to Saudi Arabia to begin peace talks between Ukraine and Russia. European equity futures suggest a stable market opening, with the Euro Stoxx 50 future down slightly by 0.1% after a similar decrease in the cash market on Friday. The US dollar index is slightly down. The Japanese yen is performing well after the GDP announcement. EUR/USD couldn't stay above 1.05. And cable tested 1.26 upwards. Investors are awaiting speeches from Fed officials Harker and Bowman, while also noting that today is President's Day. Stay tuned for a currency market update with Bill and Dave up next. Thanks for listening to FX Morning Mayhem podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review if you found this helpful.
Starting with the instruments this morning, the first currency pair is Aussie New Zealand dollar, and we have an upward trend here. We are in the zone and we're looking for long, so we're waiting for a sweet spot to form here. Aussie US dollar, this is the trade from last week and it is still going. So as you can see here, this is where my structure was to get out of it. I got out of it somewhere around here. And it just kept rocking and rolling here. So if you were in that one, that was a good one. A Euro Canadian dollar, this is doing nothing, so we're going to ignore that. Pound Canadian dollar, also doing nothing, so we're not going to waste any time on that. New Zealand US dollar, this is the one we got the signal to go long in the middle of the night. It was like a few minutes after midnight last night. Upward trend. Here's your sweet spot, looking for longs. Here's the structure for the profitability and the risk. So what I'm basically doing here is I'm targeting this little pullback here as my stop loss, and I'm using a 1-to-1 ratio. So my profit target is right there, okay? So that's one way you can do it, or these little dots here, that's the average true range. It's a little more conservative. The outside two sets of dots are 2 times the average true range, so you could use that as your profit target and your stop loss. So that will work as well. Depends on whatever you want to do. Next pair, nothing going on. Next pair, nothing going on. Next pair, we are in the zone. We are in a downtrend looking for shorts, so we're waiting for a sweet spot to set up short on USD Chief. All right. That's it for the instruments. Now, Dave,
Okay.
do you know how much gold is in Fort Knox?
No, not as much as it used to be, but yeah, there's quite a bit.
Here's some interesting things. For the last 50 years, people have questioned whether there's gold in Fort Knox or not.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Big conspiracy theory is that it's been pilfered for quite a long time. The last audit was done in 1974, which was when I was a junior in high school. And it only involved a 2 hour visit where they only looked at 6% of the total amount of gold that was in there. So no serial numbers were matched, no assays or purity tests were performed at that time. So for all we know, it could have been a bunch of lead brick spray painted gold.
Really?
Yeah. There's been no independent verification since 1974. We're supposed to have 4,580 metric tons of gold. The annual vault seal checks don't do any of the analysis of the gold. So they come in and check and make sure the door's locked, but nobody looks inside. That's funny.
Really?
Yeah. Um, Failed audit attempts in 2021. Republican from West Virginia introduced a bill, Alex Mooney, to
Mhm.
audit it, but it did not go through. In 2010, Ron Paul called for an independent audit as well, but he also was rebuffed. So, in recent developments,
Doge.
Doge Big Balls is on the job. The Doge team is investigating government waste, fraud, and abuse, and this has led calls for them to investigate Fort Knox. I am telling you, the entertainment is so good, it is off the charts.
Oh, tell me about
So every day it's something new. So that is all I have for today.
it. Right
Have a
on.
good one and good luck trading.